Okay, we're at the end pretty much. This last whole section is the end of the song, which is called the real end of the song that's kind of locked onto the shortened version. And they're talking about fishing, so I call it the fishing rounds, and they sing in rounds. So we can't dance in rounds, but what we're going to kind of do is start out this verse with the steps being kind of low and simple, and as their sound builds, so will our sound build, and it'll get a little bit more complex with more overlaying sounds. So I might have to break this out a little bit, but the first round is just the one guy singing and there's no music. Okay, so if you remember just before, we did the bridge where we did our drags forward. Okay, well, now we gave us some room to move backwards, and what we're going to do are simple slap backs. We're going to do, what, 4 of them? So it's just 8 beats, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, and I'm calling them open slap backs because I know there's ways to, like, you know, fancy them up. Well, we're not going to do that. We're just going to do the pausey kind where there's nothing else going on. So just double step and drop back. But I want them to be nice and exaggerated. But the main part is that we have to keep our chugging. And these will literally be moving backwards. Just as much as we move forward on those drags, we're going to slap back, you know, the same distance. Okay, so we did 4 slap backs. Now our left foot is free again, and we're going to do something we call the Ridge Chugs. And it's like a modified kick, but it's just in sequence. And it's kind of like that old-timey video where those Blue Ridge Mountain dances with Pete Seeger. I don't know what they're doing, but it's cool old clogging. And they do this like whole sequence, and it sounds really, really awesome. So keeping the chugging going, all we're going to do is basically just do just a series chug. What we're going to do instead, though, is change it up a little bit by turning this way on the double step. That way when we do our chugs, we can swing it around, okay? So it's going to look like this. So the first one, you'll turn to the side, to the right side, and swing your chugs all the way over to this side. Then when you do your double step, you're going to go double step and finish your chugs at the front. Okay, so you're just going to do half that distance. So it looks like... Okay, so that's the first round. Then it immediately goes into round 2 where the second guy comes in and the music starts up. So it gets a lot more lively. So our steps are going to get more lively, and this is probably, I guess, the hardest sequence in the dance. And the first step is called a popcorn, and there's a double basic at the end. It's just 8 beats. But it looks like this. So it's just kind of a popping step, hence popcorn. So you're going to go double step, pop up. Let's see. Is that right? Yeah. So it's double step toe up, step toe up. Double step toe up, step toe up. Okay. No, I'm sorry. My shoe's coming inside. You're going to go double step toe up, step heel up. So double step. Jump to the back, okay? Then you're going to swing around like with your left foot, okay? Keep your knees together on this. So double step up, okay? A little bit of a pause and then double basic. So double step up, turn. And again, keep in mind that that whole time that we're turning, your knees are kind of together, all right? You can kind of arch yourself a little bit for emphasis. But otherwise, we're going to be doing this moving forward. So we have have to be very good about keeping our timing on those turns the same. And when you do, you're doing your knee ups, the knees need to be high. All of our knees throughout the whole dance need to be at 90 degrees. None of the wimpy stuff, not going berserk, but they all need to be even, that 90 degrees. So the last part of round 2, after we finish that popcorn, is the Uncle Sam, and at the end of it, we just kind of rock out twice at the end. This is probably the hardest step if you haven't done it before. It looks like this. Sorry, screwed up the end. It's a lot like if like the Hello Travel step. There's some similarities there where you're kind of kicking around and your legs are hanging up in the air. So it's kind of like that, but just remember to keep your knees tucked into each other because you're going to be swinging your feet out. So it goes like this. Double step. You're going to jump and lift your left leg up, okay? And you're basically kicking this foot up out here. So double step, switch your weight. This leg goes out here. So, okay, step down. Up and out. We're fishtailing again. We're familiar with that. Double step, kick, out, in, out, rock, step. That's the hardest part. Then, I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. A lot of those movements are familiar and kind of recycled from other steps. Double step in front, back, up. I keep screwing up the end. I know. Sorry. And 2, 3, and 6, and 7, 8. One more time. You'll know why I screwed that up if you know the old stuff. It's different. So we just finished that rock step, double step. Left foot's free. Now it goes into round 3. And this is both the guys and the gals singing, and the music is at its highest point, which is 16 beats left. So the step is going to be, we call it knee deep. Left foot's free, and it's a little kick out like this. And up, and up, and up. So it's double kick your weight out like this. Just going to switch, double kick, and kind of hee-haw out like that. Double out, in, out. And we're going to meander over this way. Walk, step, kick up. Ah. Same thing. Walk, step, kick up. Walk, step, kick up. Now on this one, there's opportunity to move forward, but we really already have. So I'd rather we keep this this step more the sideways motion rather than going forward. So what I mean is, kick it up, we go to the right, now go to the left, and back to the right, rather than going forward. So now the left foot's free. We're going to do the Whiplash stomp around. It's going to be a turning step 360 degrees over your left shoulder. And all it is, without turning, is stomp, up, stomp. Okay, great. Ah, forget the end part. We're just going to do the stomps. So you're just going to go double step, scuff, up, stomp, step, stomp, step. The markers for that, I want you to turn all the way to the back on that scoop up part. Stomp, step, stomp, step. So you went from here, stomp it to the back, stomp it on the side. All right, so scoop up, stomp, And then we have 4 beats left to the very, very end. And all we're going to do is a scissor, which is this. Alright, so the right foot's free. You're going to go out, cross the right in front, go out, cross left in front, out again, and then wide. So go out and out and out. Is that right? Yep. So go out, right, left, right, and you're done. This is my ending, unless we can think of something better. So, the very last part of round 3, knee deep, whiplash, stomp around, and then the scissors ending. So, left foot, knee deep, ready, go. Kick it out, 2, 3, up, 1, 2, 3, up, 1, 2, 3, up, whiplash, stomp, stomp. Sorry. Scissor. Yeah, that's it. That's it.